All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thunder Ducky. As of the recording of this, currently sitting at 690 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully, we can potentially get to 700 here pretty quick. And I got a video for you for Agatha All Along. Now, you can probably tell by the title that Agatha's not starting off on the right path. Agatha is actually starting off along the Acolyte path. And I got some stuff for you guys to check out. A couple of interviews, one of the YouTubers I watch, and then some questionable stuff that you get to see about the cast. So if all that is interesting to you, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing, so that way you don't miss any of the content that I have coming out after this. Going to be bringing some gaming stuff back, because that's primarily what I want this channel to be. These videos that I do are fun. And they bring people in, but I kind of want to go back to doing some more games type stuff. So, Tom McDonald stuff's going to pick up here pretty soon. Got a schedule finally for fucking work. So I'll have a lot of days to record a whole bunch of Tom McDonald songs. And on that note, his Friday song that's released in day after tomorrow, or is it midnight yet? Yeah, by the time this is done, editing will be tomorrow. So it'll be day after tomorrow. I'm getting all kinds of tongue-tied here. I'll have it up kind of late because I get home at like 6:30. I get to work at 6:30 and he drops at 9. So there's that for the folks that are here for Tom McDonald. So the Acolyte started off saying some really interesting things, right? The Acolyte started off with an interview. And this interview, she, being Leslie Headland, came out and said that the Acolyte, or she was in an interview, and she mentioned that the Acolyte, or it was mentioned to her, my bad, that the Acolyte was the gayest Star Wars show Disney has made so far. Now, one of the YouTubers I watch, his name's Heels vs. Babyface, and he puts it in better words than I can, especially tonight. I don't know why my tongue's tied, but I got a little clip from him right here.
Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel vs. Babyface. Remember when the Acolyte was due to come out and we got this stunning and brave interview?
I would say arguably the gayest Star Wars, I think by a considerable margin. And
But remember, it didn't just stop there in that interview. It went on and on and on.
Leslie, how do you feel?
Am I gay? Yes.
Well, no, I know you are gay, but I'm asking, are you excited about putting this, this is going to be a talking point.
Because nerds are gay.
Well,
but in my world, nerds are gay.
Okay. People have told me that it's the gayest Star Wars, and I'm frankly into it. No.
I think that Star Wars is so gay already.
Okay.
We'd be like, look how gay this is, and then send each other a reference photo.
And are you telling me, with a straight face, that C-3PO is straight? I think it's canon that R2-D2 is a lesbian.
Now, that might look like I've put together a compilation of the worst possible things that you could say in an interview. However, all that footage actually came from the Raps X account because they were proud to put it up there as a selling point for the show.
So, that was the Acolyte, right? The Acolyte came and told us that it was going to be the gayest Star Wars show that Disney has made so far. Now, we got this little clip from one of the actresses for Agatha All Along, and she talks about how witches are inherently gay, queer, or in that nature. So I'm going to let her say her word.
That Agatha is the gayest project Marvel has ever done. Agree?
I would agree with that, yeah.
Why is it?
You'll see. You'll see when you watch it. But, I think witches are queer inherently just because we are outcast and, set aside for many reasons. And I think this show shows a really good representation of different types of people and that we can all use the power we have within to, go forth and be great.
That Agatha.
All right. So then we also have one for Aubrey Plaza. She came out and she made a statement that I wasn't really expecting to hear from her. Because from what I know, from most of the roles she has, it's more like troll stuff. So I don't know if she's trolling here, but I do have a clip from her where she talks about how the show And the only reason why she signed up is because of how gay it is.
I'm told, I've seen the first episode, but Agatha is the gayest Marvel project yet. Do you agree?
It better be, because that's what I signed up for. I think it is.
I'm told,
Now, that's a really stupid reason to sign up for a show. I mean, if you're anybody and you get your chance to be in, like, Marvel or Star Wars, you know, especially if it was back in the heyday, the fact that it's supposed to be primarily about gay is not a reason to sign up for it. I mean, being in Star Wars is more important to me, I would think, or being in Marvel, especially with the success of Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, obviously, this was filmed prior to Deadpool and Wolverine, because they had to, you know, get all the shots done. They had to do the setup, the script, and then they had to edit the episodes together. So obviously it was done prior to the Deadpool and Wolverine. Then we got Han. I forgot to write down her first name. I think it's Catherine Hahn, where she talks about normalizing being gay. And then after this clip, I will have some comments on that.
It's been described as the gayest Marvel project ever. Do you agree?
I mean, I think it's pretty well. What is the most exciting about it is that that's not exactly what it's about.
No,
it's so
right.
normalized, but yeah, I definitely think it is.
It's been described as the gay.
Since when was being gay not considered normal? It's a part of normal life. I mean, you don't go out and ask people, "Oh, are you gay?" I mean, we don't have segregation for gay people like we had segregation for black people back in history. They don't have to wear a tag or anything like the Nazis made the Jews wear. It's normal. Nobody asks questions. Now, the part that gets agitated for a lot of people like myself is when that's forced on us to where we have to care because you're gay. I don't give a flying fuck if you're gay. I don't give a flying fuck. Luke Evans. Love that actor. Dude's awesome. Played Dracula in Dracula Untold. He played Gaston in the live-action Beauty and the Beast. Have no problems with him because he's a great actor. I had no clue he was gay. Ian McKellen played Magneto, played Gandalf. Have no fucking qualms with him being gay. None. You want to know why? It's none of my business. That is personal life business. And I shouldn't know about it. People around the world shouldn't know about it. Nobody should know about it. That is a private, personal thing. It just is. It's stuff that happens at your house. It's not something that's supposed to be open. It's not. It's the fact that that's like the forefront and like how we're supposed to measure. I think Disparu put it up on Twitter. Or it might have been Minority Home, Stephanie. But why are we now measuring shows' worth based off of how gay it is? The Acolyte. Fucking Agatha All Along. I don't give a flying fuck. Don't make it the center point. I can't remember his name. The gay character from The Winchesters. The prequel show that Jensen Ackles did for Supernatural. He was the best character out of that show. They didn't force it on us. He was just there. Now, they hint at prior relationships or that he was gay based off of who he was flirting with. Yes, that's fine because it had relevance. It wasn't just there to be there. There was a point. It's not like, well, I'm gay, so you have to fucking care. No. There was a point. It was a point in the show. It was a point in the story where it made sense for it to be there. So next, let me see. What do I have? So we're going to go back to Heels versus Babyface real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play... Let's actually hold off on Heels versus Babyface because I got a little cringe for you. So, during this, they decided that part of their marketing team was they were going to have all the actresses do the following. Now, I'm not going to tell you what they're going to do because I suffered through it. Now you got to suffer through it. Here it is.
Down, down, down the witch's road. I've never heard of ASMR. That was my costume. Down,
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, we have Agatha All Along potentially being the worst Marvel show that Disney has made for Disney Plus. Now, there was one before that, and I got a little something for you right here for it. Yeah, so, everybody hated Secret Invasion when it came out. They said it was horrible. It ruined characters. It set up the Skrulls really badly. It ruined, I think it was Rhodes. I didn't see the show. I wanted to, not because Nick Fury was in it, of course Samuel Jackson, but Ben Mendelsohn was in it. And I like Ben Mendelsohn in Rogue One. I can't think of any other ones off the top of my head that he's been in that I can just recite, but I can recall Rogue One. He did really good as director critic. I really enjoyed his performance in that movie, and probably the only good Star Wars movie we got from Disney so far. But you might be wondering, why am I making this video directing it towards the gayness? And that's simply because that's what Disney's doing. Disney just came out in a story where they said that for Pixar, for Inside Out 2, that they had to tone down what they wanted to do. Now, I haven't seen Inside Out 2, but I know Riley, the main character from the first movie, is a little bit older in this one. And there's this tennis player or something like that she's talking to who's also a girl. And they wanted to have some sparks fly in the original script, but they decided to tone it back, which was a good ploy, or a good, idea, for the fact that it's now the highest grossing animated movie in, history. Good on you, because we don't want to see that shit in our movies. We want to go be entertained. We don't need somebody's propaganda getting shoved down our throats. If I'm going to go see a movie, I don't want Democrat propaganda shoved in my face. I don't want Republican propaganda shoved in my face. I don't want gay propaganda. I don't want any at all. Movies, just like video games, are a form of escape. I want to go and watch a movie and either be entertained through comedy, get emotional through drama and rom-coms or whatever, because I watch everything. I don't discriminate whenever it comes to movies. Get scared in thrillers or horrors, or be entertained in westerns or action movies. In an action movie, I want to see some shit blow up. In a horror movie, I want to see a really cool-looking monster. Comedy, I want to be on the floor crying with how much it's making me laugh. That's all we want whenever we go see movies. Now, as does mention it very, very, very clear about how Disney uses this. They use gay people as a weapon, and I'm going to have that clip play for you right now.
Because if you just talk about the show and people criticize the show, that's fair game. However, if you talk about sexual orientation or gender identity or other nebulous far-left ideological talking points and people criticize your show, then you can claim bigotry or sexism or racism or whatever it is you need to do to gaslight to try and take people away from the fact you made a pile of dog shit. So with
that's what we got to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. That's the only reason they do it. They want to trap us because they don't like the fact that they're making shit. The Acolyte was shit. Rise of Skywalker was shit. The Last Jedi was shit. The Force Awakens wasn't quite shit, but it was still shit. Rogue One, while a lot of people were willing to look the other way for Rogue One, I still enjoy it. It's not as good as the other Star Wars movies we've gotten. Solo was shit. The Mandalorian, the first season was good. Second season was third season was terrible. I didn't watch Book of Boba Fett. Ahsoka was horrible. And the reason they're going to take it, and they're not going to look at it at the fact that we don't like the shows because they're horrible. They're going to spin it, and they're going to make it, well, it's because, like Amanda Stenberg did with the Acolytes, because she's black, and we don't want to see a black person. No. If we didn't want to see that, Samuel Jackson wouldn't be at the position he is. Denzel Washington wouldn't be at the position he is. I had someone else's name in mind and it just fucking disappeared. Morgan Freeman, Denzel Washington, and Guy who played Black Panther. Fuck, I can't think of his name. We wouldn't have anything like that. We wouldn't have movies that would be successful because of skin color. Because we don't care as long as the movie's well written. We don't give a flying fuck. We just don't. And then I got another one from Az. And I'm going to let him play it out for you. So let's see.
Porter, whose name I can't remember, nor do I care actually, was backing them into a corner by forcing them to say yes really to this question, but we all know too well that this is something which they simply adore to virtue signal about on a carpet. It gets them the points that they need in the industry that they're in. And as we've already seen, if they're asked about the show itself, they could get answers like this.
This show shows a really good representation of different types of people, and that we can all use the power we have within to, like, go forth and be great.
I think it's a really good point. The interviewer could have backed them into that question. I mean, just listen to how he kept saying, this is supposed to be the gayest. Like, yeah. Imagine that. Just the gayest thing that Marvel has done so far. Disney Marvel has done so far. And it's true. They liked the virtual signal about it. Whenever X-Men 97 was coming out, they said that Hush had a special relationship with Wolverine. That's how they decided to run the show. As far as marketing goes, before it even fucking came out. Acolyte, they decided to say that, it was the gayest Star Wars show that has ever made. And now Agatha, which I believe only the first episode dropped, it might have been the first two. That's how they're starting it off. And from what I hear from the people I watch and the people that I respect, it's not going good. It's not going good. Some people are saying it could be the worst Marvel show that's been written so far. Of course, I showed you that clip of the one about Secret Invasion and stuff like that, but it could be fucking terrible for Disney. And they're going to need the success that was Deadpool and Wolverine to save them from this show, and then Disney alone for Star Wars and Marvel. Now, the reason why I'm also going to question the ability of the director or whatnot is I got a little clip for you that I'm going to play, and I'm just going to let that sink in a little bit.
It was such a journey. I think the making of the project was such a journey, and it tells the story of this incredible journey. It was such a journey. I think the making of the project was such a journey, and it tells the story of this incredible journey. It was.
Did you guys know that they're on a journey in a journey of a journey while they're going to take a journey to get to the journey that was a journey that they never journeyed before? If she speaks that way, I don't want to know how she fucking writes. But long story short, I'm not watching this. I've pretty much given up whenever it comes to Disney. I haven't even seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet. I will whenever it comes out and I'm able to buy it. Probably with a discount. Because I have all these points in the Bing search or whatever, the Microsoft rewards, whatnot. That's probably the only way I'm going to watch that. And the only reason I'm doing that is because Hugh Jackman, I grew up with Hugh Jackman. He's Wolverine. He's one of my favorite characters because of how Hugh Jackman played him. Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. Again, the only reason. Now, I know all the spoofs. I know all the cameos. Now, I haven't seen the scenes with them, but Blade coming back. Blade is my second favorite. So it's Wolverine, Blade, and then Venom. And don't even get me started on how Sony's ruining fucking Venom, but and I know Wesley Snipes came back. Cool. Fucking awesome. But other than that, I really don't care. And that's Disney's fault. Disney has lost its pizzazz. It's lost its there was a time when I was younger, when the new Disney movie came out, everybody wanted to go see it in theater. When the new Pixar movie came out, everybody wanted to go see it in theater. When the MCU started, everybody wanted to go to the theater to see them. When Iron Man came out, Thor, Captain America, First Avenger, whatever. And then so on from there. Everybody wanted to see them in the theater. Now nobody could give a fuck. The movies are terrible. Look at Ms. Marvel. Look at Doctor Strange, Madness of the Multiverse. What was the other one? Shang-Chi, and then Ant-Man Quantumania? Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. The movies are being done horribly as well. And especially with this current environment, with the Bidenomics, and how expensive everything is, I'm not paying whatever the fuck it is to go see a fucking movie. And I'm even an AMC member. Tuesdays are $5. Still not doing it. Nope. I have to watch reviews. Why do I have to do homework before I go and sit down to enjoy a movie? That just doesn't sound right to me. I should see a trailer. I should hear something about something, that's coming out into a movie, and I should be excited to go see it. For example, The Beast that had Kit Harington in it, where he kind of plays a werewolf. I wanted to go see that. Monetarily can't right now, but I wanted to. The Wolfman coming out with Blumhouse, because I'm a huge werewolf fan as well. That one I'm probably going to go see in theater because I will have the monetary means to do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten to the point where we have to do research in order to go and enjoy a movie at the theater, or we have to figure out if it's safe enough for kids to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end that there. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Sorry for the ramble whenever I started the video. I'm low on coffee, I guess, and it is kind of late compared to what I'm used to nowadays that I have to change my entire schedule. So let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Yes, as of the recording of this, I am at 690, trying to get to 700 as fast as we can. Please share this out with friends and family, and if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. I'll check you later.